Alright, what's going on, dudes? Check this shit out. This is some recent gameplay, unlike last week when I was retarded and didn't hook up the right Xbox. Anyway, I played this match last night, actually, and, yeah, last night wasn't too bad. I lost one game, which kind of sucked, but it was kind of my own fault. I picked the wrong game type, and, my brother was being a negative Nancy, and that was not helping. We got the most kills. We almost won. We were outnumbered it was 2-4, 2 versus 4 objective boneyard invasion. But yeah, we almost tied at least, but we ended up losing, and it kind of sucked. But I still kicked some ass, and I got the last laugh. And of course, those pussies didn't want a rematch afterward. But you know, I don't give a shit. It's whatever. But I did do some badass shit, and I'll upload that crap. I was going to record it all and have it, like, super organized for today, last night, but there was just so much of it that I was like, fuck it, I'm too tired. So anyway, I'm just finding the videos right now. I'm just uploading them as is. I'm not even going to save them. I'm just going to put them on YouTube. So here's one that was totally awesome last night. If you watch my previous videos, you might be aware of the Halo Reach Invasion player known as Queen Spartan. So, he's got a banshee, and I'm kind of screwed. I'm up here on the tower. I'm just trying to get his attention, you know. Trying to sucker him in for easy kill or whatever. And I got armor lock just in case this shit gets a little fucking dirty. And, watch what happens to this motherfucker. Nailed that shit. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I love this shit because I threw the grenade and he veered to the side a little bit out of range of the fucking grenade. So he should have just stayed the course. He would have been fine. Like it's coming at him, but it's gonna miss. And then after he fires, he decides to do a barrel roll in the opposite direction and picks up the grenade that way. Like, he fucking ate that shit for lunch. Like, I don't even fucking... Oh, there it is. Like, damn. And as you can see, the Banshee's missing a wing, so it's damaged enough for a sticky grenade to probably destroy it. And, yeah, I was right. That was great. Of course, I was, like, in a really good mood once I saw that go down. I thought that was hilarious. I even shot at his dead body a few times as it hit the ground. Nice. So anyway, in this video I want to talk about a few things about that happened over the week. There are these two YouTubers that you probably know who they are. I Hate Everything and Angry Joe. I don't know if I've really talked about I Hate Everything before in my videos. He's not very entertaining from what my brother tells me, but I just never really watched the guy, so I don't really have an opinion on the dude. He's probably a faggot and sucks, but I don't know. I don't know the guy. But YouTube recommended me to watch his Destiny 2 video, and I didn't feel like watching the whole thing, but from the gist of it, it seemed like he was not impressed with the game. And so say what you will about the guy, whether you like him or you hate him, he's fucking right. The game's nothing special. Destiny 2 is a fucking joke. Oh my god. What I think is funny is it's pretty much the same game as the first one, and people are calling it amazing. Not that many people. Only a few select, very special retards are saying that the game is amazing. But here's my logic, and I'm pretty sure it's the level of logic that anyone with half a brain can relate to. Here goes. They're calling it amazing, right? Destiny 2. Some of these morons, they're calling it amazing. It's basically the same game as Part 1 3 years ago. So, you've already gotten this game before, basically. And you're amazed by it? You've already experienced this, and you find it amazing? You know what I mean? That's like if I drove down the street and I looked out the window and I go, oh my god, a dog. Like, not only would you have to be kind of fucking stupid to be impressed by just a fucking dog, but then you keep driving down the block, and then you look out the window again, and you see another dog. Wow. You see the kind of level of stupidity you gotta be to be so easily fucking impressed by something so fucking typical and everyday and average and not special at all? I'm sorry, you know, I don't mean to sound like a dick, but I have to. You idiots out there who are licking this game's balls, you're morons. I'm sorry. Or at least when it comes to fucking taste in video game quality, like, your standards are low as shit. Honestly, you guys are not real video gamers. You're casuals. You're scrubbies. You don't know anything about video game quality. I'm sorry, it's just, that's the fucking fact. Like, there are so many shooters out there that take a big diarrhea shit on Destiny. Even newer ones that suck ass still are fucking better. Like the new Doom, the Doom game that came out last year, right? Man, time's flying by. Yeah, that game's way better than Destiny, and it has a shit multiplayer and repetitive bone-crushing gameplay. It's awesome, but it's kind of repetitive. There's no split screen, and yeah, like I said, the multiplayer is trash, but that game is still way fucking better than the Destiny franchise. Oh, goodness. Yeah, but I was, if you watch my channel, you know I've got some beef with Angry Joe, some stuff that he said that I totally don't agree with. Like his Suicide Squad review. Oh my god, that was the dumbest shit I've ever watched. Yeah, but he did review Destiny 2, and he made really good points, and he pretty much trashed the game. I don't think he was harsh enough. I really don't. He made some funny jokes here and there. Not that funny, but, you know, kind of funny. And, yeah, decent video. I know I said that I'm trying to not watch people like that, but I couldn't resist, okay? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. They were dogging the game, and people were not happy with the way Angry Joe reviewed the game. So I wanted to see what the fuck it was all about. And, Destiny poo, it's not good, and I'm glad that big YouTubers like I Hate Everything and Angry Joe were talking shit. Some people thought that they were being kind of nitpicky, and I guess, but, you know, let's get real here. This is, Destiny 2 is like, okay, here, get this, alright. So, a few days ago, I was looking at Metacritic scores for Destiny, right? Destiny 2. And, of course, the critic reviews were, you know, decent. A little too nice, if you ask me. They should have been handing out 6s and 7s, maybe even 4s and 5s, you know, but whatever. The critics, they never want to look totally terrible a lot of the time, so they usually give games more credit than they fucking deserve. But, the fans, of course, were like, this game is nothing special, and, like, it's very divided. Like, half the Destiny fan base is kissing this game's ass, and I even see scores on Metacritic that are fucking pathetic. Like, people will put a 10 down, and then they'll write something like, okay, the game's not perfect, okay, it's like an 8 or a 9, but I'm giving it a 10 just to counter all those assholes giving it low scores. And it's like, you guys are pathetic. Seriously, you need to get lives. But here's the thing. I was looking at the Metacritic scores just to see the funny shit that people were saying about why the game sucks ass. And I always get a kick out of that, so I was reading that shit, and it was funny. And I was at the work computer, and I have my spools above my computer, and I had to get some shit for a customer, and I accidentally fucking dropped one on the keyboard, and it hit some keys, and I don't know what the fuck it did. It went into like printer mode, and it started trying to print stuff, and I couldn't exit out of it, and I'm pretty computer illiterate, so I didn't know how to get out of it, so I just X'd out the entire window, right? And I was like, and after the customer left, I was like, oh, I want to continue reading. So I reloaded Destiny 2, the Metacritic page for Xbox One to read more shit reviews, and as I was doing that, I wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally looked up reviews for Destiny 1. And I started reading the reviews and all the negative things people had to say, and it honestly took me a little while to realize, oh shit, I'm looking at Destiny 1. I'm not looking at Destiny 2 anymore. What the fuck? I'm a jackass. But that just goes to show you how similar the two games are. You read reviews from one game, they're pretty much just like reviews from the second game, you know, like the other game. Like, what the fuck? And this is what passes for a sequel? My fucking god. Oh, that shit was ridiculous. And, let me see my phone here. I took a picture of this one comment that was glorious. Some grade A retardation here. This was funny shit. Where the fuck is that? Oh, this guy, he made a good comment, yeah. Not a comment, this was on Metacritic. Some guy, gave a review. Oh, wait, no, okay. This is some dickhead who gave the game a 10 out of 10. Yeah, he said, those user ratings here are a sign of how pathetic gamers have become these days. Bungie has delivered a sequel which improves in every aspect of the original game. It's clear that the majority... What about the shaders thing that everyone's bitching about? Just saying. Anyway, he says, it's clear that the majority of those giving bad ratings here didn't even play the game, or if they did, didn't give it the time that it deserves. This game is a 9 in my book, but I'll rate it a 10 to counter those pathetic lowlives giving zeros on here. Well, as I've said before, you don't have to play a piece of shit to know that it's a piece of shit, you know? Just like how you don't have to smell a piece of shit to know it's a piece of shit, see a piece of shit to know that it's a piece of shit, taste a piece of shit to know that it's a piece of shit, you know? Seriously. I mean, I haven't played Destiny 2, but I've played Destiny 1, and Destiny 1 is pretty much just like Destiny 2, so how far off can I be when I criticize the game, you know? And I'm pretty well versed in shooting games, so I pretty much have a certain standard of what I expect out of a quality shooter. And these days, you get some pretty low fucking quality shit. And Destiny is no exception, both 1 and 2. They both suck. They're not very good games. They're mediocre at best, shitty in a lot of ways, and they don't really do anything good. Not really. Graphics, music, smoothness of the gameplay, it's not too bad, but those are like the nicest things about the game, which are quickly overshadowed by all the horrible, shitty things about the game. So, yeah, people giving reviews like this are fucking idiots, and, yeah. I wouldn't tell him to go kill himself, but, you know, if he decided to, you know, cover himself in chicken livers, and walk up and down the Nile River, where all the crocodiles and hippos hang out, you know, that would be a good thing for him to do. Just saying. So yeah, let's see, what am I looking at? What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, this was great. Yeah, this dumbass. Okay, so you know that B. Dobbins, Blobbins, Wobbins guy or whatever. Yeah, that mother trucker. What did he do? Yeah, he made those videos talking shit about Destiny, and he pissed off a lot of people, right? A lot of losers who like terrible video games. And one of them said this, and it's just awful, because it's like, wow, you really are making the Destiny fanboys look like total dog shit. And they are total dog shit, but you're not helping, dude. And this is what he said. That I don't care how much people think this is a shit game. It could be a scam, it could be garbage, but I give no shits. I love the game. So instead of like listening to reason or logical explanations as to why the game isn't that great and could be a lot better, he's settling for this trash, you know? It's like he's eating dog shit and he's like, this tastes good, you know? So... Anyway, he says, even if an indie game designer with 200 followers came out with this game, I would still play the shit out of it. Yeah, good thing indie developers like the ones who made AM2R aren't making shitty games like this. Good thing they're actually, you know, smart and make good games like back in the day. Because let's get real, good games these days are very rare. Okay, let's see. So he says, why don't you stop wasting your time trying to shit-talk games and get a real life? People are entitled to like whatever game they want. And that's true, you know, like, hey, I talk shit about a lot of games, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, free speech, and you have the right to play any game that you want, really. I mean, I can't fucking stop you. I'm just trying to view the facts and give my advice, that's all. Like, sorry if it offends you. You offend me. You have fucking offended me when you fucking tell me that Destiny is a good game. That makes me feel stupid, because it's like, no, dude, no, it's not a good game, and I disagree with you entirely. Trying to make me feel like I'm the idiot for thinking that it sucks, and no, dude. You haven't played a quality shooter, I'm sorry. You haven't played Halo Combat Evolved, Perfect Dark 64, Half-Life, the original Doom. You haven't played the greats. And if you have, and you still think that where I made a list. Let me just run it down real quick. I've probably done this before, but you know, I like to repeat myself. And it's good to repeat yourself when you're making a good point. So, let's see. Here we go. I wrote this on. I wrote this before. What did I write? Sorry, hold on real quick. I'm trying to find this shit. Okay, yeah. No split screen, no theater mode, no custom games, no map editor, no true skill ranking system, low amount of content, weak amount of content, overpriced DLC, bullshit microtransactions that are somewhat pay to win, not much skill required because of overpowered super abilities, weapons, and high bullet magnetism with high auto-aim. Next, nothing for even what a retarded moron would consider a pathetic excuse for a storyline. Only 3 classes with minor differences. The Sparrow is just a fucking skeeter bike for getting around faster. Spaceships are just loading screens. Gay-looking characters that dance around like fucking faggots. It's kind of funny, but it's fucking stupid. Like, this is what the developers want to spend their time on, you know? Lack of ways to interact with other players. Lies about the game before launch. Lies about open world mechanics. Player item trading. Joining friends in game during the middle of epic battles. Lies about players having to earn their hard-earned gear when it's all fucking random and any scrub can get the most badass weapons while good players get shit on and they get nothing. It happens. Less vehicles than Halo Combat Evolved. That's a big one for me. It's just mind-numbingly ridiculous why that's a thing. Like, Jesus Christ. Halo Combat Evolved had like 4 vehicles. Come on, you guys. Come on, guys. This is just lazy. That game can't. You fuckers made that. This company fucking made that game like over 15 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ. Less game modes and maps than previous Halo Bungie games, you know, that's no excuse there. Unbalanced multiplayer where higher level characters have a slight advantage, that's also bullshit. Like, that stuff shouldn't factor into a balanced multiplayer. I mean, there should be like a social section where that shit flies, but there should also be like a strict ranked competitive playlist where that shit doesn't happen, you know. We got fucking aim down sights Call of Duty style, you know. That's fucking gay. They shouldn't. I'm gonna go out there right now and just say it. Aim down sights is fucking gay, and it ruins shooting games, alright? Just saying, right now. That Call of Duty shit fucking sucks. Now, which is why the new Doom was kind of a breath of fresh air. It didn't really have that gay shit. Which is another reason why Halo 5 sucks so much ass, because they expect you to use that fucking gay-ass smart scope. No, it's aim-down sights. It's iron sights. It's Call of Duty hard aiming. It's fucking gay. Alright? It doesn't belong in Halo. One of the big problems with Halo 5. Anyway, back on topic here. Yeah. Updates just for the sake of updating the fucking game instead of actually trying to make it better. Endless grinding that's mind-numbing as hell, you know? Like, dumbass AI, obvious bad guy spawns, bullet sponge enemies. Bullet sponge enemies that you just kill by shoot them. Oh, I'm getting hurt. I'm going to take cover. I'm going to regenerate. I'm going to come back out. Shoot. Oh, I'm getting hurt. I'm going to take cover. I'm going to regenerate. You just do that over and over again, and it doesn't take any skill, and you don't feel threatened, and it's just boring and takes a long time. And then, of course, for your hard efforts, you don't get shit, usually. Some people play this game on and off like a motherfucker for like 2 weeks and don't unlock a single piece of legendary equipment. Fucking horseshit. The reason these unlockables are rare as fuck is because they want to pressure you into getting bored out of your fucking mind to the point where you snap and you can't wait anymore and you just buy microtransactions to save time. That's how they get you by the balls, folks. Come on. I've explained this a million times before. Yeah, there's ugly-ass useless gear in the game that is found way too frequently. And that faggot Cryptarch, you know, we can all agree that that guy's a piece of shit. Yeah, there's probably more that I haven't covered, but that's just Destiny 1. And in Destiny 2, you know, like, they give you a story, kind of. A little more so of a story. It's a shitty story, especially towards the end of the game. You gotta fight that big-ass Bane, super grunt-looking motherfucker, and, yeah. Yeah. I talked about the ending to that game. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, so yeah. And back to what that idiot was saying, like, I just mentioned a shitload of things that suck dick about Destiny, and pretty much 90% of that stuff that I talked shit about carried over into Destiny 2. And this motherfucker is defending this piece of shit? And then get this. This is what he says finally. He says this. People are entitled to whatever game they want, and you don't have the right to try and make them feel guilty about it, shitbag. Actually he does, dumbass. It's called freedom of speech. Maybe you're from fucking the Congo or some fucked up country. I don't know if their speech laws are strict. I don't know. Maybe you're from some shitty country where you can't say what you want. But in America and most fucking countries that have their shit together for the most part, yeah, you can say things and actually get away with it. Who would have thought, right? Oh, goodness. You have every right to fucking praise the game and make me feel like an asshole who doesn't like it. And I have every right to say that you're a dumb fuck with poor taste, alright? I think that's fair. Granted, the only difference is, you know, my opinions are backed up by facts and logic, experience, and quality taste in video games, while you're some dumbass Minecraft kid who barely plays any games and doesn't know his ass from his elbow and, you know, is probably going to grow up being not much smarter than he is right now. Let's get real. That's the reality. But yeah, I think I'm done bitching about Destiny 2 and talking about how it's so shitty and whatnot. I might talk about it again if some more goofy, stupid shit about the game comes out with some of the DLC down the road here in the next few months. But, you know, I'm just saying, the reason I talk about it so much, of course, is just because, you know, it's Bungie. I love the Bungie Halo games, you know? They're great. And if you're going to argue with me that they're not great, you have to at least admit that they're pretty good. For console shooters, they're definitely up there. Come on, you got to agree to that. If you don't, you're really far gone. But this is the company. It's no longer the same company, really, even though it kept the same name. Things have changed so much, and now it's so much shittier. But, you know, I'm just saying, the company name used to actually be a company that cared about making a quality video game. And now it's all about money and go fuck yourself. That's what it's all about now. And I'm glad that even jackasses like Angry Joe are smart enough to see that. Like, I made fun of the guy for his stupidity on several different occasions, but goddamn, he's smarter than you dumb fucks who keep supporting these trash video games. Although, I'll be honest, I really didn't appreciate Angry Joe's Titanfall 2 review. I'd argue that is a better game than Destiny, but only slightly. I don't think he should have given it an 8, and I don't think he should have given Destiny 2 a 6. Those games deserve around a 5 or lower. They're, like I said, they're mediocre at best, depending on your taste, and shitty in a shitload of ways, and they don't really qualify in the realm of good or great. They don't. Yeah, but that's just your opinion stuff is getting fucking old, okay? There's a difference between having an opinion and being a complete fucking moron who's oblivious to the facts, you know? Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah, and I also want to talk about real quick. There's this guy, this is kind of an older story. There's this guy who played RuneScape back in the day, and he made some stupid jokes about terrorism and assault and something like that. I don't know the details. And he's kind of a dumb guy, and they swatted his ass and sent like 50 fucking pigs over to his house. Just goes to show you where America loves to pour its fucking tax dollars, right? To send 50 cops with weapons to some boy's house who doesn't even have a sharp knife in his house. He doesn't have any guns, not even a BB gun or a squirt gun or anything like. Yeah. So they arrested him and charged him with terroristic threats because he made some jokes about bombing or shooting up a school or something like that. And I guess it was kind of dumb for him to do that, but like I said, guys, whatever happened to free speech? I guess it's getting destroyed. I guess free speech doesn't completely exist anymore, right? That's fucking bullshit. The guy got 6 fucking years in fucking jail, man. It kind of ruined his life. And he talked about it, and he actually has a really positive outlook over it. Because if that was me, I'd be fucking pissed, man. I'd be fucking so mad. Like, if you watch my channel, you probably think I'm already a pretty angry dude. I'd probably turn into a violent criminal after getting out after something like that. So, I feel bad for the guy. I think that, like, we all say stupid shit sometimes, right? We all fucking make mistakes and overreact sometimes. Sometimes we don't even. Sometimes we just make a fucking joke and it was a little too personal, and somebody got butthurt, and they fucking called the cops and manipulated our broken law system to fuck us over. You see, this is fucking horse shit, and this kind of thing shouldn't fucking happen, but sometimes does, even though it's fucking retarded. Well, that's the world we live in, right, guys? So yeah, I just, that pissed me off hearing about that. So, be careful what you say in online games, guys. You might fucking go to prison. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? You can't even sit in your own house and play a fucking video game anymore, right? In the privacy of your own home. Can't even do that anymore. Like, seriously, shouldn't what you say in these online games have no merit whatsoever? Shouldn't everyone in the world never take anyone seriously over fucking a dumbass video game? Ridiculous. Completely fucking redonkulous. Like, at most, they should have questioned him, found out that it's just some nerds fighting in a video game verbally. Let it go. Done deal. There's obviously no terrorist threat or murderous threat involved, you know? It's obviously a misunderstanding, just some dumb jokes getting out of hand, just some angry kids playing video games, talking shit to each other. That's all it is. Why does anyone have to go to fucking jail over it? Fucking ridiculous. And anybody who disagrees with me on this is a fucking idiot and needs to strap cinder blocks to their fucking feet and go swimming underwater and hold their breath for 10 days. Yeah. Alright, anyway, I got some other goofy fucking videos I feel like uploading, so I'm gonna do that shit. Not much happened this week, just watching how Destiny turned out to be a shit-ass game. And I heard what's it called, the Kingsman? You ever see that Kingsman movie? Yeah, I heard that movie is, well, I saw the first one, and I liked it okay. The James Bond stuff I wasn't too big on in the movie, but I did like all the chavs and bruvs and droogs. You know, I love that British gangland shit. Those guys crack me the fuck up. You ever seen movies like Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels? Like, that shit kind of reminded me of that. And I enjoyed that part of the movie the most, actually. But I heard the new one, the Golden Circle. Terrible name. Terrible name. Reminds me of pee. Yeah, I heard it sucks. So I'll see it eventually, I guess. But I heard it sucks. So that sucks. Yeah, Stranger Things is coming out soon enough, I hope. Hopefully it doesn't suck balls. The first season was pretty creepy. I dug it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna upload some more goofy, crazy fucking videos that happened recently. And yeah. Keep on playing Bungie Halo games, guys. Because 343 sucks major balls and they're never gonna make a good Halo game. I know, right? Like I can predict the future. Well, guess what? I fucking can, okay? Let's get real here. It's been 7 fucking years. 343 sucks ass. It'll be a fucking miracle if Halo 6 turns out to be, like, really good. Like if they take away all of the extra, like, Spartan ability type shit, or at least, like, just make a real small playlist on the side where that shit exists, and then most of the game is, like, bare bones classic Halo gunplay style. They're not going to do that. But, like, that would be awesome if they did that. They're not going to do that, though. And then get rid of the microtransactions, of course. That shit does not belong in video games. That is just corporate horse shit. That doesn't make games better. It just makes them worse in every way. It takes away developer precious time to actually make the game good and continue to add more and more content and good shit before release. They only have so much time, you know. They can only do so much in so much time. Yeah, and of course, you know, the guys at 343 are incompetent and don't know how to make a good video game, so that's the biggest problem. It's just the talent isn't there. Anyway, I'm going off here. Yeah, I'm going to upload some more goofy clips and shit, so yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll make another long as fuck video next week. Alright, see ya.